Thank you for participating today. We'll now begin with an opening statement from Coach Self and then go to questions. Please use the raise hand function to indicate you would like to ask a question. When you are called on for a question, please state your name and affiliation. Our first question comes from Shea Wildeboer from Jayhawks Land.
Hey, Coach, this is Shay from Jayhawks Land. I know that obviously the game just ended, but do you have a feeling or an idea maybe why things went the way they did?
Repeat that, Shay. Do I have a feeling for what?
Maybe why things played out the way they did tonight?
Well, I think that they were obviously more prepared. They played better, coached better. We shot it miserably, and it's going to be hard to score for us over that length, regardless. And they shot it unbelievably well. Even early in the game, in the first 10 possessions or whatever, we had some looks, didn't make any, and they made some, and we played from a hole the entire time. But yeah, that's about as poor as we can play, and I'm sure Andy would say that's certainly one of their better moments, better games. So it was a bad combination all the way around for us.
Next question is from Gus Balo from the University Daily Kansan.
Hey, Coach. Tonight was not the greatest night shooting from beyond the arc. Obviously, they had a good night shooting from beyond the arc. Can you just talk about maybe the struggles that you guys had, shooting the three ball?
Well, I think their length obviously bothered us, but our shot selection was poor. We haven't been a great shot selection team all year long, and tonight it seemed like to me when we got a little sped up and we didn't execute. We took some very marginal shots, and so we're 6 of 25. But I bet of the 25 we took, I bet you 10 to 15 were probably marginal at best. But playing a team like that and beating length and a team that's going to stay in the zone if you don't make shots, you've got to make some shots, especially when you don't have big guys, multiple big guys that you can play inside. So it was disappointing, but I go back and I say, what if we had done this and that? Maybe if we played Mitch and David both together and played zone the whole game. I don't know, but it certainly wasn't very good, and our three-ball offense wasn't very good, but neither was our interior scoring as well.
Next question is from Scott Chasen from 247 Sports.
Hey, Bill. Scott Chasen here, 24/7 Sports. Just wanted to ask about Marcus. It seemed like he was really going all out today. Obviously got in foul trouble, but your thoughts on if this is his finale, I guess, his day.
Yeah, I hate it for all our guys. Obviously, we played like we did tonight, and it ended this way, but more so for Marcus than anybody else. I thought he competed. I thought he did a very good job on Evan, with the size mismatch and everything. They do a really good job of posting up on the perimeter, and it's hard to deny him the basketball when he posts up like that at the top of the key. But still, yeah, Mark guarded him fairly well, I would say, and we just couldn't guard his brother. But I'm disappointed for Mark. I thought he competed. I thought he tried his butt off. He got frustrated there in the first half, obviously, when he didn't get a whistle, and then he kind of fouled, made a dumb foul. But, if this is his last game, and I know he's got a decision to make, I'm really proud to have been his coach, and certainly I totally appreciate his abilities and what he gets out of himself each and every day. So Jayhawk fans should be very proud of him as well.
Next question is from Sam Lance. Sam Lance from the University Daily Kansan. And go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Sam Lance with the UDK. It wasn't really the way you guys wanted to go out, but what do you think you kind of learned from a season like this?
Well, I think for a lot of teams out there, it's been a hard year. And certainly with us, it's been a hard year. The thing I thought about this team as much as anything, I thought we did a really good job certain times of the season to play into our strengths. I really thought we were peaking at the right time going into postseason, and then, of course, we've had, the COVID bug hit us, but that's not an excuse. But I think that there was less margin for error on this team, probably than any team we've had since I've coached here. and I think our guys maximized their ability pretty well. But our margin was there of error. Margin of error was small, and when we played in a way where the ball stuck, or we became one-on-one players, or whatnot, and didn't really play together or help each other, we became very average or even poor, like we were tonight. So I think we've learned that there is a certain way to play, and if you play that way, we can be pretty successful. But if we don't, we get average or below average real fast. And this felt like today, this was a team in January. And then when we got behind and got frustrated, we just didn't have enough juice to put anything together to make it a game.
Next question is from CJ Moore of The Athletic.
Hey, Bill, I know you compared these guys to Texas. Did you think, kind of looking back on it, that this was maybe just a really, really tough matchup for you guys, kind of similar to they were?
Oh, yeah. There's no question. I would never say this to our team, but, I wouldn't have been disappointed if Drake had won the game against SC. But not because Drake's not good, just because it's hard for us to match up with length and athletic ability. That's been the downfall of our team all year long, and I think that was probably as evident tonight as it has been in a long time. The way that we defend, the way, if you got a 5-man that can shoot, the way that we defended and the way it was successful in our league and things like that, obviously could have been an issue tonight if Isaiah made threes and he was 4 or 5 and he's made 12 for the year. So that kind of staggered us and put us in a situation where we really didn't recover. But they're so long, and I thought Kai Jones was long, but I think Evan is even longer than Kai. At least to me, he plays that way.
Is there anything you can do?
Excuse me?
Is there anything you can do to like address that for next year to when you play teams like that? Do you think in this little off season you have?
Yeah, you can recruit. You can address it through recruiting. You can address it through player development. But the guys, for us to be a team that really has a chance to be a national contender, I mean, we need to get a little bit more athletic. We do, and we need to get a little longer and bigger and those sorts of things. But I thought our guys, for the most part, played pretty well and maximize their individual abilities pretty well this year. But tonight, the length definitely mattered.
Thanks, Bill.
Last question from Benton Smith from the Lawrence Journal-World.
Hey, how difficult have the past couple of weeks been for Dave and Jalen, just not being able to have that kind of continuity with the team this time of year?
Be better to ask them. But we got lucky the other night, and you guys know it. We were fortunate the other night, and Dave played really well the second half, and but we were ripe the other night, and we try to put a Band-Aid on it. But this team, down a starter or down a couple of starters, even if guys are actually playing in the game, but don't have rhythm and certainly hadn't practiced and those sorts of things, that puts us in a situation where our margin of error is even smaller. So it's been difficult. I'm proud of our guys that we made it to the tournament. I'm proud of the guys that we were a 3 seed. I'm proud of the guys that we won a game in the tournament. I'm just not leaving out of here, nor are they remotely proud about how we performed or prepared or how we got them ready tonight. To me, that's Kansas deserves better, and certainly, and we didn't perform.
Coach, thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Coach.
Okay, we're going to be joined momentarily by Marcus Garrett. Please use this time to raise or lower your hand as necessary. Okay, we're now joined by Marcus Garrett, and we'll begin the press conference. Again, use the raise hand function so we can call on you. Our first question is from Gus Balo from the University Daily Kansan.
Hey, Marcus. You know, the 3-point shooting tonight was not best for you guys. Can you just talk about, you know, maybe why, you know, the 3-point shot wasn't going down for, you know, any of you guys tonight?
I really can't. I really don't know why they weren't going in. I just feel like we were shooting them and we just couldn't make a shot.
All right. And then obviously too, you know, you obviously have a decision to make, but you know, what has it been like, you know, as in your time in Kansas, you know, the big picture in your 4 years, you know, as a Jayhawk?
It's been incredible, especially with Coach Self. He gave me an opportunity. He changed my life. I'm gonna actually be the first person in my family to graduate in May, so I really appreciate what him and the coaching staff done for me and my family over these past 4 years. Just the way he taught me how to be a man, really. Coming from where I come from, you really don't know a lot about being a man or things outside of basketball, but Coach Self taught me everything.
Thanks, Marcus.
Next question comes from Scott Chasen, 24/7 Sports.
Hey, Marcus. Just wanted to ask, kind of big picture on the season. Where do you think it kind of, I guess, fell short for you guys when you did struggle? And where do you kind of see this team going in the future, even if you have moved on from it?
I just feel like we fell short today. We kind of picked the wrong day to not make any shots, and the other team was making everything that they shot. So, I mean, with this team next year, they got a chance to do something special. Every year, I feel like a Kansas team with Coach Self have a chance to do something special.
Okay, that's all the questions that we have for you right now, unless anybody else wants to raise their hand. Let's see. That Benton Smith from the Lawrence Journal World.
Hey, Marcus, you guys have been so good defensively this year. What did you feel like was maybe lacking tonight? It seemed like, especially at the end of the first half, USC was really able to go on a big run.
Yeah, I think I picked up second foul at third. And then I feel like they just went on a big run and stretched the lead out at halftime. And start the second half, it felt like we could never get the game back from them. They just kept hitting shots and kept getting anything they wanted to offensively.
Last question is from Sam Lance.
Hey, Marcus, what did you make of that spark that Tyon brought for you guys off the bench today?
It was great. That's what Tyon can do. He could score in bunches. He's that's what he does. That's what he's known for, just scoring. And that's what he came in the game and just showed he could score quick and easy.
All right. Thank you, Marcus, for your time.
Thank you.
That's it for our post-game news conference. A transcript of the coach's interview will be provided by ASAP Sports and posted along with the recording of this press conference in the NCAA Digital Media Hub at www.ncaaveritone.com. Thank you for joining us.